Test, test, test. Wow, this script is how many words?
Isaac and his mother.
Almost 3,000 words. I actually made a script that's almost 3,000 words, and some of the sections say improvise. Oh yeah, Isaac's awake thing. Challenge 39. Now we'll do secret challenge, and by that I mean whatever this challenge is. Drop the virus, but it's corrupted.
X-Lax.
So yeah, I'm going to be making a nice little Halloween video. It's going to be Donkey Kong 64. In all honesty, I should be getting B-roll footage for that right now, but I don't have nightmares tonight.
You disappoint me.
Hijo. What does Hijo do? Flatwood's Infinity.
Let's go.
I'll be darned. Willow really can't reach you if you stand in the middle of the room. They pack. What do they pack? Spooky month. That time of year where all the ghosts and ghouls come out and candy and commercialism take over your lives. You grab a pumpkin, carve it, put it on the front porch, and forget the reason why you do it in the first place. All the traditions and pagan rituals that led up to this. Actually, no, that doesn't, no. All Hallows Eve, stuff like that, blah. I need to find the rebel. Okay, so does that do anything to anything? It would appear that it doesn't. Oh. Still no clue what that does.
Found it.
Okay, so, that just happened. Wonder if it works on bosses. Almost managed to not get hit. So much for that.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Oh, yeah, I'm Venus, and whenever I take damage, a chubby appears. Also, I think the explosion didn't do any damage to me. Oh, that's a useful combination of things. especially the charming nearby enemies. The power to kill any enemy. And I wasted it. Some kind of Venus effect. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video where I talk about how Donkey Kong 64 is actually a horror game. It's only 3 coins. It's called Usenik. It doesn't do anything. Trinity! Well, there go all my soul hearts. Okay, that just happened. Last resort. And that doesn't do anything for me. I wonder. There really wouldn't be a mod for it to show what Team Trainer does, would there? That's totally not concerning at all. What is every enemy going to turn into if I use the active item? No, the rooms don't have music. Okay. What even was that pickup effect, and is it an omen of some kind? Oh, now we have Ocular Rift sometimes. What else does it do? Does that just spawn troll bombs randomly now? What? I got King Crimson, I guess, except it turns everything into keepers. Everything into keepers. Okay, all entities become keepers. And sometimes explode and warp. And whenever I pick up an item... What? That's super curse of the tower. What the fuck?
Not bad.
I'll call it true curse of the tower. Oh, that just happened. And it costs 98 cents, and it looks like it's an expensive bag of money. That's funny. Oh, once again, when I get hit, we get that effect. I ignored something completely there, didn't I? Hello there, the angel from my nightmares, shadow in the background of the morn, the unsuspecting victim of shadows in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want. You can always see me. This shit lasts forever. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Couldn't dream tonight. The poison of the darkness of the sixth string. Catching things and eating their insides. My hesitance to call you, to hear the voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain, to don't waste your time on me. You're already a voice inside my head. Miss you. Don't waste your time on me. You're already a voice inside my head. Miss you, miss you. Wait, does me taking damage literally trigger a D infinity? Me taking damage triggers a D infinity. Okay. Why not? Me picking things up triggers a tower card. Wait, is that a reusable? Wait, what? Is that a reusable Ace of Hearts? All entities become the keeper. Random man pack. Picking up things causes bombs to drop. And this is literally a reusable... What the hell is going on here? What the hell? Okay, so I got a reusable Ace of Hearts that turns everything into infinite hearts. Humbling. This is anything but humbling. my bombs one-shot everything now or something? Bag scapegoat. Okay. Let's see if this works on bosses. It'd be funny if it works on bosses. And our bombs seem to one-shot... Our bombs one-shot that guy. What the fuck is this item? You're greedy. You're not paying anything out. Oh yeah, that's because it's not the same one. So, TM trainer. Love this thing. Oh! I didn't even realize every time we used that item, it gave us more... Oh wait, no, it's because of the dim bulb. I think we might have some semblance of rock bottom right now. I like my reusable Ace of Hearts. Where the hell am I? I honestly have no clue what just happened. But I don't mind it. All I know is if I stay in this room long enough, all these hearts turn into stuff. So, while I'm waiting for something interesting to happen here... Spooky month. Spooky Month, the time when horror villains and horror movies abound and scary things all over town. Is it Echo Chamber? I got a Jira rune. Okay, so it does kill everything. Okay, so now I pick up that. Those explode. And then whenever I take damage, those things turn into keys, which then explode and do damage. And if I hit this button, nothing happens, because they are not enemies. So let's see. Spooky Month. A time when everyone wants to make things about scary things. From scary movies to scary costumes, everyone is in for a little fright when things go bump in the night. How do I have the eraser? And is that a permanent thing now? That should be funny. So I just
This is
used the eraser to erase the enemy that every enemy turns into randomly. Dun, 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 dun. So I don't know exactly what triggers an effect, all I know is... Weird cyclist stuff here. I need to find a room full of enemies. Okay, note to self, pick nothing up for the rest of the run. slowly getting redder. Never fought that thing before. Arc, whatever that means. So it turns off pickups. Well, it was only a matter of time before that happened.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill.
So while I reload the thing that just crashed. So that's charged penny. I wonder what this challenge unlocks anyway. Okay. Note to self. Only use that item in rooms with 2 or less enemies. What even is the criteria for turning an enemy into a heart for that one? Ah, I just scratched my foot. Very bad. Very bad way. Ow. Alright, we got a follow. Thank you for enjoying the madness with me. No clue what just happened there, but I'll take it. Oh god. Okay. That was a thing. Let's talk about Donkey Kong. No, let's not talk about Donkey Kong. Let's I got overconfident. I'm not rage quitting just yet. I'm not a big fan of this character.
This is Knuckles, and I'm back. I've been away for a while, but I'm back to kick some butt in Wild Canyon. I shall find all the lost pieces of the Master Emerald here.
what we got? My black heart. Any tips for this character?
You disappoint me.
This is Knuckles, and I'm back. I've been away for a while, but I'm back to kick some butt. If I can.
Excuse
I
me.
shall find all the lost pieces of the Master Emerald here. I'm gonna get those fools. They wanna play with my emeralds. They play with the wrong guy. Ecadona, that's what I'm representing. Never seen a Mike Hog spit like a menace. Wild canyon fun, I gotta chase a bad hump. Yeah, Rouge, she's sexy and smooth. A double cross by thief, that's out for my juice. This is Knuckles, and I'm back. I've been away for a while. Kick some butt and wild candy. I shall find all the lost pieces of the Master Emerald here. I'm gonna get those fools. They wanna play with my emeralds. They play with the wrong guy. Ecadona, that's what I'm representing. Never seen a Mike Hog spit like a menace. Wild canyon fun, I gotta chase a bad hump. Yeah, Rouge, she's sexy and smooth. A double cross by thief, that's out for my juice. I feel her in mysterious way. This is Knuckles, and I'm back. I've been away for a while, but I'm back to kick some butt and wild candy. I shall find all the lost pieces of the Master Emerald here. I'm gonna get those fools. They wanna play with my emeralds. They play with the wrong guy.
Get away from my emerald.
Represented. Never seen a Mike Hog spit like a menace. Wild canyon fun, I gotta chase a bad hump. Yeah, Rouge, she's sexy and smooth. A double cross by thief, that's out for my juice. I feel her in mysterious ways. That's why I stay on point like every single day. I gotta protect this place, I do it for my race. Yeah, you know what it is. This is Knuckles. This is Knuckles, and I'm back. I've been away for a while, but I'm back to kick some butt and wild candy. I shall find all the lost pieces of the Master
Weird.
Emerald here.
Let's go.
Hello, Ragman. Let's go on the off path for a little bit, shall we?
All right.
Play-Doh cookie. Let this run be proof you can get some cool stuff even on a boring run. Okay, so while we wait for that to find a planetarium, spooky month. Takes me back. Every Halloween I was a ninja for a while. One time I wasn't a ninja, I had control over the wind. Weird day it was. I would wave my wand, the wind would blow. Anyway, enough of my crazy childhood memories aside. When you hear horror game, what comes to mind? The undead? A dark spooky atmosphere? How about unbeatable enemies you just have to run from because your weapons are ineffective? A time crunch to just barely escape death? Or maybe you're into creepy caricature, or maybe you're more interested in psychological horror. Like jump scares and turning childhood toys into creepy caricatures out to get you. Maybe a game doesn't need any of these to inspire fear in you. Maybe you just need someplace high or unfathomable deep water that hides your nightmares within. Yes, the things that go bump in the night are numerous and diverse. You know what else is numerous and diverse? The N64. The games on the N64 there was so much diversity on that library. You had the classic gems like Super Mario 64, you had Banjo-Kazooie, you had Yoshi's Story, you had Chameleon Twist, you had all sorts of really fun and amazing games. And most of them were good games that you had good childhood memories with. Hey You Pikachu was a blast to play still to this day. I love making him bake the stuff into the soup for the tortoise and then watch him shoot off like a rocket when he eats the harmonica. Anyway, there's certainly plenty of nostalgia baked into that little black box. Cozy adventures of your favorite mascots from your favorite childhood company. But over the years, that same nostalgia has become a weapon against us, whether it's the Mario iceberg, some creepypasta about that statue in Majora's Mask, or something else that has come up to cast a shadow on those pleasant memories that might make you ask yourself if you really played the game you remember. The Nintendo 64's legacy is slowly becoming one of mystery and intrigue. It's not a secret that most games back then had the occasional scary bit here and there to build suspense or break the flow. Examples I can immediately recall are Big Boo's Haunt in Mario 64, Mad Monster Mansion in Banjo-Kazooie. Heck, there's a whole Paper Mario chapter that takes place in a haunted forest with a ghost-filled Boo Mansion. And the Boos are endearing in that one. There was also Creepy Castle in Donkey Kong 64. And Fungi Forest at night. Crystal Caves is also a thrilling level when the Kusha would start making stony death rain down from above. And then Spooky Factory level with the rejected Jack-in-the-Box, and the deep soul-crushing depths of that water level. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Over the years, Donkey Kong 64 has earned a reputation of infamy by completionists who seem to think that they need to collect literally everything, when all you need are enough golden bananas to open a gate and then enough bananas to make a hippo fat enough to push a pig to a key. Everything else is optional, and you have the freedom to collect whatever you want and ignore a large chunk of it. That said, when you're not focused on getting everything... That said, when you're not focused on getting everything and the soul-crushing amount of stuff to get you... That said, when you're not focused on getting everything and the soul-crushing amount of stuff to get, you start to see the game as a game rather than a chore. And that's when you start to notice something's amiss. Once the tunnel vision is gone, you start to see the level design, the atmosphere, the things that go bump that you disregarded in your pursuit of completion. And even if you already noticed some of it, your single-minded pursuit of the next shiny MacGuffin and the rage at some of the later stages of the game was enough to let you ignore it. Once you peel away, pun intended, the surface of this cutesy game about monkeys collecting bananas, you get its true identity. Donkey Kong 64 is a horror game, to its very core. Mad Jack Boss theme plays here while showing a montage of DK64 spooky stuff. I know what you were thinking here, and I can assure you I am not crazy. So sit back, relax, and comment why I'm wrong before you even heard my explanation. I know you're already doing it, probably. Show of hands, how many people dream in Rareware? Like the video if you do. A vast majority of my dreams take place in spectacular open-world rare platformers, and a lot of them are nightmares in them with fighting that goddamn Jack-in-a-Box from Frantic Factory, or climbing up that epic moody haunted castle. Bottom line, the game has impacted me so deeply in such a creepy way that when I played a DK64 randomizer with max settings and decoupled entrances, it actually made me feel so unnerved I felt nauseated. Tangent aside, subscribe to catch me streaming almost daily. Now, with the obligatory plug out of the way, you're still probably shaking your head thinking I'm crazy when I say those words in that order. Insert SpongeBob clip about liking Krabby Patties and not saying I don't like Krabby Patties in that order. But yes, it is indeed a horror game. Every level, even the hub, has something creepy. Even the premise of the game is creepy. For example, the plot of the game is K. Rool has lost his marbles, crashed in front of DK's island with a giant death ray pointed at you, and basically is about to nuke your island home after kidnapping all your friends and watching you, and you're basically none the wiser. The entire adventure, that thing is looming over you, pointed at you, kind of like the Moon in Majora's Mask, but you never hear people talking about the giant death ray from the angry crocodile-shaped ship pointed at the DK Island. It's too peaceful and sunny there, right? Having a looming death laser in the hub world at all times is totally par for the course for a lighthearted collectathon, isn't it? That's just how it starts. The same death laser is a part of the hub world, containing 3 of the main levels. And as if the giant crocodile-shaped ship wasn't ominous enough on its own, for some reason it had to have a perpetual thunderstorm on it. You come here at least 8 times through your quest to stop K. Rool, and each time it's still dark and moody, but rain isn't exactly creepy by itself, is it? How about rain in a bright sunny jungle? Cut to Jungle Japes. Jungle Japes is a Donkey Kong staple. At the time of DK64, it was his Green Hill Zone of sorts. In this stage, there's several caves to wander with basic cave features and cave music, and several of these caves are connected and have several collectibles and enemies. Here you rescue Diddy, booing Avatar clip here, Kong, and then the scene where the Avatar, from Avatar where they're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take that. And that unlocks the caves. You're now able to explore the level and what awaits you at the end of the central tunnel? A dark, stormy, perpetually nighttime clearing with giant beavers and its own dark rendition of the theme. But that's just one of several parts of this jungle level that might give you the willies. There's also the minecart level, which is more exciting than scary, and the weird buried shrine with a flaming gator statue that needs its eyes shot out to get the golden banana. Or at the weird, I don't know if it's a gator, it's probably a gator anyway, I should do more research again because reasons. Anyway. Did I set the settings correctly here? No, I did. It's just taking forever to find a freaking planetarium. Speaking of shrines and temple-like stuff, the next level has several. Cut to Angry Aztec. Arguably the least scary level atmospherically, the desert stage of this game is a very nice it's a big stage that has 2 main areas and a few tunnels in between them, and several temples to explore. The main area of the game, the first area has the first instance of Candy Kong. You've got a llama in a cage, you got the llama temple. Then the second area has another building, another temple in it, and some other stuff, and then a third temple, and a totem pole spins around and all that fun stuff. Anyway, and while the level is more benign, it still holds a few dark secrets. Well, not really secrets and not even exclusive to this level. And this sounded better on paper. Boo, this guy stinks! Insert that scene from SpongeBob. Anyway, to keep it brief, how are you with heights? Because this level is where you learn how to traumatize Donkey Kong with the barrel sections, since the last levels was optional and likely missed. And also introduce claptraps, who have jaws that chase you after you kill them. Like little chattering teeth with their, like the esophagus is still hanging off of them. The teeth that just, ugh. They still have their throats, which is very weird to think about. There's also a few temples to delve into with each Kong, and while none of them are particularly eerie, one has the potential to give you quite a fright. Enter this temple and make your way to the banana, navigating the corridors, shooting the switches, and there's your prize. You grab it and get out! Are you sure this isn't the DK64.exe ROM hack? Yeah, that cold sweat and jump scare as a reticle and countdown to escape the long maze of tunnels in time or get shot definitely gave a lot of people nightmares. And that's really all the stage has to offer as far as horror goes. Unlike the next stage, which gives Banjo-Tooie level design a run for its money. Ah, the longest paragraph of the script, Frantic Factory. One of a match set of 2 stages you get from beating Dogadon. This is the first level that I'd classify as purely belonging in horror. An eerie labyrinthine toy factory where everything is trying to kill you. You're greeted in the entrance of the level by these invincible wind-up Kremling robots with glowing red eyes. They make eerie noises as they approach and can only be dispatched by explosives. But only until they respawn, like every other enemy in this game. Going further into the stage, the level design isn't creepy per se, it's atmospheric. Dark metallic corridors make sense considering the entrance to the level is inside K. Rool's ship. As you explore deeper... Stay hydrated. As you explore deeper, there's several floors to the factory. Of note to the video, you have the very tall manufacturing floor, with the epic-sounding remix of the level theme, with a lot of high-up acrophobic platforming challenges. Yeah. With a lot of high-up platforming challenges that can invoke a fear of heights if you have it. The research and development floor, with a very digital-sounding remix of the theme, which has a bunch of Kong-specific doors with interesting challenges in it. Of note for this one is the toy box Chunky has to punch, and all the animated toys that come out and turn into this giant toy robot that try to kill you, even though it's just made of a bunch of smaller toys. And then the rest of the factory, which is the main floors, which has a bunch of corridors and stuff and things. It's not exactly that eerie to navigate, it's just like a decrepit factory. But the real show stealer of the level, however, is the theme. The minimalist composition by Grant Kirkhope is responsible for turning the metallic hallways and piles of toys into the eerie horror it is. The music box leads the piece eerily, winding up as the first sound you hear upon entering. And throughout the piece, every time it returns, it's wound up. Every time except for the one right before it loops. You get to the crescendo, everything starts to build in a classic bridge-like sound, and you know something is building, and then everything drops out, and the music box comes to life, spontaneously playing the motif of the song, before looping and winding again. And whether you realize it or not, when it does that, you subconsciously notice, and it puts you slightly on edge. Brilliant composition by a brilliant Brit who gave us the DK rap. Now you've made it through the level, you've gotten all your bananas, and you gave the hippo diabetes for the third time. And now Tiny Kong's face is on the boss door. So you enter the room, and it's like a disco floor, blue and white lights flashing in neat patterns, and as you approach, a single platform stays lit in this dark, eerie room, inviting you to step on it. Suddenly, the lights rise as pillars, and out of a chute in the ceiling drops a jack-in-the-box. It hops over to you, octuples in size, and a freaky Donald Duck-voiced gator with dreads and a piercing red eye pops up and says, "Hello." Cue the ominous laughter in the background of the music as it's built into freaking Mad Jack's theme. And now you're being chased by a jack-in-the-box as it tries to smash you, forcing you to jump pillar to pillar until it stops and tries throwing fireballs at you while you scramble to find the switch. With the corresponding color to the platform he's on. At first, it's lit up, but after a few times, it is dark like the rest of the not recently landed on platforms. And Mad Jack will also start shooting lasers where you're about to land that essentially nuke the platform. If said platform has the button on it, you might not make it in time. And for Phase 3, he turns invisible. You have only the sparkles and lit platforms telling you where the now sped up, invisible, angry, psychopathic killer Jack-in-the-Box is as he pursues you. This fight is honestly one of the coolest and most terrifying boss fights ever in the history of gaming, mechanically, let alone for the N64. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the boss of the next area, as we still have another key to get before the next set of levels opens, showing Gloomy Alien. If Thalassophobia had a physical form in a Donkey Kong game, this would be it. Like Angry Aztec, it's not inherently creepy, but it edges it out due to being a massive deep water level. This one, aside from the obvious deep water, has sunken ship segments to the side of darkness, complete with a pirate skeleton decorations and a giant mechanical fish. The boss arena is similarly atmospheric against a giant psychotic pufferfish, but rather uninspired because you just have to swim through enough gates while dodging its fireballs. Like literally everything in this game uses fireballs. And the ship by the lighthouse might also account for some kind of thing, but the beautiful design of the underwater areas, the sunken chest, the mermaid castle, literally all of the level is actually colored beautifully, and that kind of takes away from the discomfort caused by the eeriness of the depths. Fun fact, that same mechanical fish is possible to make the game unwinnable, or at least not 100%able, because if you get the scope before doing it, the lag caused by using the scope causes the timer to desync, which means shooting the targets will not... You can't shoot the targets in time to get the banana. Lag and rare games go hand in hand because they figured out, actually, how to stop lag from causing issues, because the N64 wasn't powerful enough for DK64. It was sold with an expansion pack that made the RAM a little better. 4 megabytes, would you believe that? That was an actual number of RAM in a console before. Not gigabytes, megabytes. Anyway, their solution to this was whenever the game would detect the slowdown, it would speed the characters up, so you would constantly be moving at the correct speed, even if the game around you slowed to a halt. This also meant you could easily clip through any wall, because walls don't exist in Donkey Kong. As long as you made enough lag. Anyway, the next pair of levels, Fungi Forest and Crystal Cave, look unassuming and pretty on first glance. A picturesque forest full of giant bouncy mushrooms and a big cuckoo clock in the central room, some unassuming cabin, a thorn maze, Another rainy area with invincible killer tomatoes, a haunted castle minecart ride in a well, a giant mushroom with a climbing section. Oh, and the gimmick of the stage is the clock. You can change the bright, sunny, cheery forest to the dark, creepy woods, and open up some sections of the level previously blocked by a moon gate. Including a giant spider boss, for some reason, which Tiny once again has to fight. The youngest one, like seriously, it's ironically fought by the same Kong who fought the Jack-in-the-Box earlier. Why is the youngest one being put in the scary situation so much? She's a badass. Go Tiny Kong, my favorite. Anyway, the level also introduces skeleton Kremling enemies that can take multiple hits and swing their bones at you. Speaking of swinging, remember Gloomy Galleon? I neglected to mention the Kusha enemies. They have always been cute to me with their tiny body and their helmets and the gigantic oversized spike clubs that they wield that are like 3 times their size, with their little high-pitched voices, and they're just adorable little kobold-looking gremlins. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Cut to the Crystal Caves theme. This level, that music, listen to how relaxing it is. That crystal theming, it's a peaceful ice cave. The areas are all samey. It's got some castles and igloos and... That thing every few seconds will start smacking this club, changing the music and causing rocks to fall on you. The Mood Whiplash can jump scare and unnerve you greatly. You'll want to get to cover, or because it will last for several seconds, and then the peaceful music will return. You're just constantly wondering when it's going to come back. It makes you... Like, the first time you enter the level is just beautiful, but you know as soon as that happens, the second time you know, at some point, the music will cut out, be replaced by that very, very anxiety-inducing theme, and rocks will start falling on you. The Mood Whiplash can jump scare and unnerve you for sure. Speaking of jump scaring, in the creepy and decrepit cabin you can get out! Yep, Croc is back and he's ready to shoot you even faster this time. And the beauty of this level hides some spinning spike mazes and a bunch of other dangerous obstacles that wouldn't be out of place in a Resident Evil game. But the biggest thing that makes this level scary is that stupid giant Kusha. Sure, you can kill him and stop the rockfall, but that requires exploring enough to find the way to get to him and kill him. Tiny once again has that responsibility. Or Diddy, boo. Kong. Oh, okay. If you fly the right way. And another thing about the Kusha, the one creepy thing about them. When they die, they drop their club, crushing their head completely. The bosses of this pair of levels were rematches of the first 2 bosses, but aside from some new weapons and a deathmatch slowly sinking into lava with a pissed-off dragonfly, nothing too fancy or frightening. Is K. Rool running out of bosses to throw at us at this point? The next level says yes. Remember that inconspicuous giant rock next to K. Rool's ship? Well, whenever you swim near it, the lighting gets even darker, and the lightning goes crazy. Upon giving K. Lumsy the 5th and 6th keys, the giant rock explodes, revealing a giant barrel cannon. The ominousness of the environment when you get in and get shot into the crown of K. Rool's ship is nothing compared to the scene of the lobby of the next level. An organ dirge drones. A lone piano plays a hollow version of the DK Isle motif. The environment looks like a medieval dungeon with an acid moat. And after paying the entrance fee, you enter the world. A large full moon, rain and thunder, and a creepy theme on the piano plays as you climb the cliff. And wind up in front of a massive castle. The best level in the game, with the best partitioning of Kong sections. This level is literally a horror level. Skeleton and ghost enemies abound, giant haunted halls, greenhouses with "Get out!" And all this macabre environment scored by various creepy variants of the motif. Another banger from Kirko. There's another well, some ghostly poison sewers, a lab, a ballroom, a mysterious room with a pillar that doesn't do anything and baffles gamers to this day because some of the people don't even know what it is. I mean, seriously, why put that in there if there's not going to be anything with it? Maybe you had to do a stop and swap? Who knows? Conspiracy is abound and you can find that elsewhere. I have no idea. And some of the hardest versions of minigames in the entire game. Like the Beaver Bother and a bunch of other ones, but Beaver Bother especially comes to mind with the janky physics of trying to get beavers into a hole. Imagine that with the highest difficulty possible, and then crank it up to 11. By the end of the game, that bonus barrel theme will give you anxiety attacks whenever it pops up. Why did I put it in my road music playlist? You also need to get 400 bananas for your favorite gluttonous hippo and pig duo who have nipple piercings, by the way. Seriously, I know whoever wrote them in knew what they were doing. Knowing look. The scariest minecart section of the game is also here, complete with giant undead ghost gator chase sequence. Tell me how, other than not experiencing this, did it not traumatize you? Maybe because the boss is literally a cardboard cutout of K. Rool that the Kremlings threw together after running out of actual bosses. The fight is unnerving and you can lose Kongs, but it's also rather humorous. And after beating King Cutout, the Kremlings literally run away and throw the key at you. So, the final level is a heist to break into K. Rool's lair and take the last key, stopping the Blastomatic that has been looming over you for your whole adventure. If you have made it that far, you definitely know about the blueprints and how to slow down the countdown. But it's still unnerving to have to go through an entire timed section of a giant gauntlet that uses all the Kongs and all their abilities to stop the thing from blowing up their home. And that's great for a review, but this isn't a simple review. This is why DK64 is a horror game. I'm sure you're seeing the game in a different light than when I first said that, and if not, tell me why in the comments. I grew up with the game, and I always avoided the latter half of the game because it just got too scary for me. And it always seemed like I'd reach those levels at night. And while games like Luigi's Mansion wear their horror on their sleeves, you can't argue against the fact that DK64, beyond the initial banana peel, is hiding some pretty creepy stuff. This was my first big scripted production, and while writing it, I kept reading it in Rabbid Luigi's voice in my head. I put some real effort in and would love some feedback in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and maybe I can make more like it in the future. So don't forget to comment and subscribe for more. See you next time. Get out! So, anyone here still... Anyone have any feedback for me on that video idea? The video script I just read for everyone? I'm gonna fix this. I obviously broke while I was resetting for a better start. So, thoughts on the Donkey Kong script for the video that I'm going to be producing for October 31st. Because I'm pretty sure that that's going to be a good video. Can anyone actually hear it over the, over that constantly going off? I'm going to check the YouTube feedback, or the YouTube feed, and see how that went. Because I think that I have a good one going here. Any feedback? Feedback is appreciated greatly. Probably memories aside. When you hear horror game, what comes to mind? The undead, a dark spooky atmosphere? How about unbeatable enemies you just have to run from because your weapons are ineffective? A time crunch to just barely escape death? Or maybe you're into creepy caricatures, or maybe you're more interested in psychological horror. Like jump scares, turning childhood toys into creepy caricatures out to get you. Maybe a game doesn't need any of these to inspire fear in you.
I'm not topping this way too close when I do the actual, when I do the actual recording. I'm gonna have to do it a little better.
Numerous and diverse. You know what else is numerous and diverse? The N64. The games in the N64 had, there was so much diversity in that library. You had the classic gems like Mario 64, you had Banjo-Kazooie. You had the Yoshi Story, you had Chameleon Twist. You had all sorts of really fun and amazing games. And
Pluto.
most of them were good games. You had good childhood.
I can dodge now.
Still to this day. I love making stuff into the soup for the tortoise and watch him shoot off like a rocket when he hits the harmonica. Anyway, there's certainly plenty of nostalgia reasons for that little black box. Cozy black box. Cozy adventures with favorite mascots from your favorite childhood company. But over the years, that same nostalgia has become a weapon against us. Whether it's the Mario iceberg, some creepypasta about that statue in Majora's Mask, or something else that has come up to cast a shadow on those pleasant memories. It might make you ask yourself if you really played the game you remember. The Nintendo 64's legacy is slowly becoming one of mystery and intrigue. It's not a secret that most games back then had the occasional scary hint to build suspense or break the flow.
Dude, Blue Famine.
Examples I can immediately recall are things Haunted Mario 64, Mad Monster Mansion, and Banjo-Kazooie. Heck, there's a whole Kid Mario show that takes place in the Haunted Forest, where the ghost builds the mansion, and the moves are endearing in that one. There was also Creepy Castle in Donkey Kong 64, and Dead Forest.
Greasy.
Crystal Caves is also a thrilling level, and the Crusher would start making stony death rain down from above. And then Spooky Factory level with the rejected Jack-in-the-Box, and the Deep that's that water level. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Over the years, Donkey Kong 64 has earned a reputation of infamy by completionists who seem to think that they need to collect literally everything, when all you need are enough gold bananas to open a gate, enough bananas to make a hippo fat enough to push a pig to a key. Everything else is optional, and you have the freedom to collect whatever you want and ignore a large chunk of it. That said, when you're not focused on getting everything, and the soul-crushing amount of stuff to get you, that said, when you're not focused on getting everything, and the soul-crushing amount of stuff to get, you start to see the game as a game rather than a chore. And that's when you start to notice some things amiss. Once the tunnel vision is gone, you start to see the level design, the atmosphere, the things that go bump that you disregarded in your pursuit of completion. And even if you already noticed some of it, your single-minded pursuit of the next shiny MacGuffin and the rage at some of the later stages of the game was enough to let you ignore it. Once you peel away, unintended, the surface of this cutesy game about monkeys collecting bananas, you get its true identity. Donkey Kong 64 is a horror to its very core. I know what you are thinking here, and I can assure you I am not crazy. So sit back, relax, and comment why I'm wrong before you even heard my explanation. You know you're already doing probably. Show of hands, how many people dream in Rareware? Like the video, the vast majority of my dreams take place in spectacular open-world rare platformers, and a lot of them are nightmares of fighting that goddamn Jack-in-the-Box from Frantic Factory, or climbing up that epic movie haunted castle. Bottom line, the game has impacted me so deeply in such a creepy way that when I played a DK64 randomizer with max settings with a couple entrances, it actually made me feel so words in that order. There's SpongeBob clip about liking Krabby Patties and not saying I don't like Krabby Patties in that order.
Never had a Krabby Patty.
So
That's
yes, it is
the
a
actual
beatable.
one.
Every level, even the hub, has something creepy. Even the premise of the game is creepy. For example, part of the game is K. Rool has lost his marbles, crashed in front of DK's island with a giant death ray pointed at you, and basically is about to nuke your island home after kidnapping all your friends and watching you, and you're basically none the wiser. The entire adventure, that thing is looming over you, pointed at you, kind of like the Moon of Majora's Mask, but you never hear people talking about the giant death ray from the angry crocodile shaped pointed at you, DK Island. It's too peaceful and sunny there, right? Having a looming death laser in the hub world at all times is totally par for the course for a lighthearted collectathon, isn't it? That's just how it starts. The same death laser is a part of the hub world containing 3 of the monsters. And as if the giant crocodile-shaped ship was running stuff on its own, for some reason it had to have a perpetual thunderstorm on it. You come here at least 8 times through your quest to stop K. Rool, and each time it's still dark and gloomy, but rain isn't exactly creepy by itself, is it? How about rain in a bright sunny jungle? That's the Jungle Days.
How come dice shards never drop around me?
Kong stable. At the time of DK64, it was a Green Hill Zone of sorts. In this stage, there's several caves to wander with basic cave features and cave music, and several of these caves are connected and have several collectibles and enemies. Here you rescue Diddy, booing something booing look here, Kong, and then the scene where the Avatar from Avatar where they're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take that. And that unlocks the caves. You're now able to explore the level and what awaits you at the end of the central tunnel? A dark, stormy, perpetually nighttime clearing with giant beavers and its own dark rendition of the theme. But that's just several parts of this jungle level that might be silly. There's also the minecart level, which is more exciting and scary. And the weird buried shrine with the flaming gator statue that needs its eyes shot out to get the golden banana. Or the weird, I don't know if it's a gator, it's probably a gator anyway, I should do more research for him. Anyway. Did I set the settings correctly here? It's just taking forever to find a freaking planetarium. Speaking of shrines and temple-like stuff,
So far, I'm liking the script.
that's your Angry Aztec. Arguably the least scary level atmospherically, the desert stage of this game is a very nice stage that has
Light it open, you were supposed to be one of the horsemen.
the first area has the first
3 damage.
a llama and a cage, you have the llama temple. The second area has another building, another temple in it, and some other stuff, and then a third temple, and a totem pole, and all that fun stuff. Anyway, now all the level is organized, it still holds its character. Not really secrets and not even against level. It sounded better on paper. Oh, this guy stinks.
Software meta humor. I don't know if that joke will land, but then again, no one knows what jokes will land when they make them.
Traumatized Donkey Kong with barrels.
It'll land someone with autism.
Last levels was optional and like Venus. So, Splattrap will still have jaws that catching this like their esophagus is still hanging.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine.
There's also a few temples to delve into each Kong, none of them are particularly eerie. One has the potential to give you quite a fright. Enter this temple and make your way to the banana, navigate corridors, shooting switches, and there's your prize. And
Definitely gonna have fun with the jump scares.
Yeah, that cold sweat and jump scare is critical countdown to see belong in the tunnel when time or get shot. Definitely gave a lot of people nightmares. That's really all the stage has to offer as far as horror goes. Unlike the next stage, which gives Banjo-Tooie level design a run for its money.
The Hermit.
The longest paragraph of the script. Random fact. One of a match set of 2 stages you get for defeating Dodger. This is the first level that I classify as purely belonging in horror. And here you are with the toy factory where everything is trying to kill you. You're greeted in the entrance of the level by these invisible wind-up trembling robots with glowing red eyes. They make eerie noises as they approach and can only be dispatched by explosives. But only until they respond rather in the end of the game. Going further into the stage, the level design is creepy per se. Its atmosphere, dark metallic corridors make sense of the entrance to the level with the side table.
Yeah, I don't remember Pestilence being fat in Antiverse, or not Antiverse, in Antiverse Plus.
Stay hydrated. That's all. Several floors to the back of Dove's Super Video. You have the very tall manufacturing floor, and sounding remixes. A lot of high-end acrophobic platforming challenges. Yeah.
Actually, both of these are really good.
Challenges that you invoke up here at Heights Academy.
Because it's Perpetual Curse,
The research and development floor.
and it's Maw.
Very digital sounding remix of the theme, which has a bunch of constant doors with interesting challenges in it. Of note for this one is the toy box Chucky has the punch. And all the animated toys are those giant toy robots that try to kill you, even though it's made of a bunch of smaller toys. And then the rest of the factory, which is the
Speed.
main floor
Down.
has a bunch of
48
corridors
hour
and stuff.
energy.
It's not exactly.
Yeah, I got my stuff back.
It's just like a decrepit factory. But the real show stealer of the level, however, is the theme. The minimalist composition by Grant Kirkhope, responsible for turning the metallic hallways and piles of toys into the eerie horror it is. The music box leads the piece eerily, winding up as the first sound you hear upon entering. And throughout the piece, every time it returns, it's wound up.
One.
Every
makes
time
it
except
small.
for the one right
Okay, so
before
now
it
even smaller somehow. Okay.
gets to the crescendo, everything starts to build in a classic bridge-like sound, and you know something is building, and then everything drops out, and the music box comes to life, spontaneously playing the motif of the song. And whether you realize it or not, when it does that, you subconsciously notice, and it puts you slightly on edge. Brilliant composition by a brilliant Rick gave us a DK round. Now you've made it through the level, you've got all your bananas, and you've made it to the third time. And now Tiny Kong's face is on the box door. So you enter the room, and it's like a disco door with white lights flashing and as you approach, single platform stays with dark area inviting you to step. Suddenly the lights rise as pillars and out of the chute in the ceiling drops Jackpot. It hops over to you, uncoupled inside, and a creepy Donald Duck voiced gator with threads and a piercing red eye hops up and says hello. Cue the ominous laugh.
Is it
in the background.
dreadlocks
Music is
that Mad Jack has, or is it like it's supposed to be a jester hat? I think it's supposed to be a jester hat.
Forcing you to jump pillar to pillar until it stops and tries throwing fireballs at you while you scramble to find the switch. With the corresponding colors for platform he's on. At first it's lit up, but after a few times it is dark like the rest of the non-recently landed on platforms.
friends till the end.
Where you're about to land and essentially nuke the platform. If said platform has the button on it, you might not make it in time. And for phase 3, he turns invisible. You have only the sparkles and lit platforms telling you where the now set up invisible, angry psychopathic killer Jack in the Box is as he pursues you. This fight is honestly one of the coolest and most terrifying boss fights ever in the history of gaming, mechanically, let alone for the N64. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the boss of the next area. As we still have another key to get before the next set of levels open. If Glossophonia had a physical form in a Donkey Kong game, this would be it. Like Angry Monster is not terribly creepy, but edges it out due to being a massive deep water level. This one, aside from the obvious deep water, has sunken ship segments inside of darkness, complete with pirate skeleton decorations and giant mechanics. Boss Arena is similarly atmospheric against giant psychotic pufferfish, but rather uninspired to gates while mashing fireballs. Like literally everything in this game uses fireballs. And the ship by the lighthouse might also count for things, but the beautiful design of the underwater areas, the sunken chest, the mermaid castle. Literally all of the level is actually colored beautifully. That kind of takes away from the discomfort caused by the eeriness of the depths. Fun fact, that same mechanical fish is possible to make the game unwinnable, or at least not 100% winnable. Because, if you get the scope before doing it, the lag caused by using the scope causes the timer to exceed, which means shooting the targets will not, you can't shoot the targets in time to get the banana. Lag in their game is again because they figured out actually how to stop lag from causing issues, because the N64 was not powerful enough for the J64. It was sold with an expansion pack and made the RAM a little better. 4 megabytes. That was an actual number of RAM in the console before. Not gigabytes, megabytes. Anyway, their solution to this was whenever the game would detect slowdown, it would speed the characters up, so you would constantly be moving at the correct speed, and the game around you slowed to a halt. This also meant you could easily clip through any wall, because walls don't exist in Donkey Kong.
I can fly.
Anyway, the next pair of levels, Fungi Forest and Crystal Cave, were unassuming pretty at first glance. A picturesque forest full of giant bouncy mushrooms and a big cuckoo clock in the central room, some unassuming cabin, a thorn maze, another rainy area with invincible killers and windows, a haunted castle minecart ride in a well, a giant mushroom with a climbing section. Oh, and the beginning of the stage is the plot. You can change the bright, sunny, cheery forest to the dark, creepy woods, and open up some sections of the level previously blocked by a moongate. Including a giant spider boss, for some reason, which Tiny, once again, has to fight. The youngest one, like seriously, it's ironically thought by the same Kong who fought the Jack in the Box earlier. Why is the youngest one being put in this situation so much? She's a badass. Go Tiny Kong, my favorite. Anyway, the level also introduces skeleton handling enemies that can take multiple hits and swing their body. Speaking of swinging, remember Gloomy Galleon? I neglected to mention the Corruption enemies. They have always been cute to me with their tiny body and their helmets, gigantic oversized spike clubs they wield that are like 3 times their size, their little high-pitched voices, and they're just adorable little kobold-looking gremlins. What was I talking about? Oh, right.
Yera.
Cut to the Crystal Caves theme. This level, that music, listen to how relaxing it is. That crystal theming, it's a peaceful ice cave. The areas are all safe. It's got some castles, that thing every few seconds will start smacking his club, changing the music, and causing rocks to fall on you. The mood whiplash can jump scare and unnerve you, speaking and unnerve you. Great. This will last for several seconds. And then the peaceful music will return. You're just constantly wondering when it's going to come back. It makes you... The first time you enter the level is just beautiful, but you know as soon as that happens. The second time, you know. At some point, the music will cut out, be replaced by a very, very anxiety-inducing theme, and rocks will start falling on you. The mood whiplash can jump scare and unnerve you for sure. Speaking of jump scaring, in the creepy and decrepit cabin, you can get out. Yep. Knock it back and he's ready to shoot you even faster this time. And the beauty of this level hides some slight mazes and a bunch of other dangerous obstacles that wouldn't be out of place in a Resident Evil game. The biggest thing that makes this level scary is that stupid giant pressure. Sure, you can kill him and stop the rock fall, but that requires exploring enough to find the way to get to him and kill him. Tiny once again has that responsibility. Or maybe if you fly the right way. And another thing about Pikachu, the one creepy thing about them. When they die, they drop their club, crushing their head completely. The bosses of this pair of levels were rematches of the first two bosses, but aside from some new weapons and a deathmatch slowly sinking into lava with a pissed off dragonfly, nothing too fancy or frightening. Is K. Rool running out of bosses to throw at us at this point? The next level says yes. Remember that inconspicuous giant rock next to K. Rool's ship? Well, whenever you swim near it, the lighting gets even darker, and the lightning goes crazy. Upon giving Kalon Z the 5th and 6th keys, the giant rock explodes, revealing a giant barrel cannon. The ominousness of the environment when you get in and get shot into the crown of K. Rool's ship is nothing compared to the scene of the lobby of the next level. An organ dirge drones. A lone piano plays a hollow version of the DKIO motif. The environment looks like a medieval dungeon with massive mode. And after paying the entrance fee, you enter the world. A large rain, thunder, and creepy theme of the piano plays as you climb the cliff. And wind up in front of a massive castle. The best level with the best partitioning and concepts. This level is literally a horror level. Skeleton and ghost enemies abound, giant haunted halls, greenhouses, and all those macabre environments supported by various...
Might as well take all of it. I can take all of it.
Another thing.
I just have that. I'll just keep Revelationsing more. Actually, not gonna lie, Book of Revelations is probably one of the best things to start with this character on, now that I think about it.
Seriously, why put that in there if there's not going to be anything with it? They have to do a stop and swap. Seriously, it's about find that elsewhere. I have no idea. And some of the hardest
Even more fun.
games in the entire game. Like Beaver Bother. And a bunch of other things. But Beaver Bother, especially with the janky physics of trying to get beavers into a hole. Imagine that with the highest difficulty possible. And then crank it up to 11. By the end of the game, that boy is telling you anxiety attacks whenever it pops up. Why did I put in my road music playlist? You also need to get 400 bananas for your favorite gluttonous hippo and pig duo. Seriously, I know whoever wrote them in knew what they were doing. So I love them. The scariest minecart section of the game is also the giant undead ghost gator chase sequence. Tell me how other than not experiencing this, it is not prototype. The boss is literally a cardboard cutout of K. Rool that assemblies through together after running out of actual boss. Quite includes cons, but it's also rather humorous. And after beating the cutouts, the assemblies literally far away. So, K. Rool's lair and Kate Pulaski stopping the last dramatic is so unnerving to go through an entire time section of a giant gauntlet that uses autonomous vulnerabilities to stop something from blowing up their home. And that's great for a review, but this isn't a simple review. This is why DK64 is a full review. I'm sure you're seeing the game in a different light than when I first said that, and if not, tell me why in the comments. I really love the game, and I always avoid the latter half of the game because it just got too scary for me. It only seems like it reached those levels at night. And while games like Luigi's Mansion wear their horror on their sleeves, you can't argue against the fact that DK64 beyond the only one that kills the pretty creepy stuff. This was my first big stupid production, and while writing it, I kept reading and adding voice lines. I put some real effort in and would love some feedback in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and maybe I can do more like it in the future. So don't forget to comment and subscribe for more. See you next time.
Thank you, Nico Plays, for the subscription.
So, anyone here still
Much appreciated.
anyone have any feedback for me on that video idea, video script I just read about me? Gonna fix this broke one. So, thoughts on the Donkey Kong script for the video?
I think I'm gonna make a banger video. Now I just need to get all the footage for it from from playing Donkey Kong. So tomorrow, that's what I'm going to be playing, I guess. Some DK64, even though Banjo-Tooie just dropped on Switch Online. Actually, yeah. Let's do the alt path. More item rooms. Oh, I suppose I can turn the music back on. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the script for the DK video? I'm sure it'll be a fun video to watch once it's finally done. This will be the first time I've ever done a fully scripted video, or first time in a while at least that I've done an edited video. Last time I edited a video to that degree and made an actual video with some sort of writing to it. The video was a Minecraft Let's Play back in 2013, I believe. It's been over 10 years since I made an edited video. Been live streaming ever since then because, hey, I don't cut out the fluff. You guys get to see all the cool, fun stuff that happens to me. Am I so small that spikes don't touch me? Nope. But I can go in between spikes now. That's cool. Huh. Byrix was slow on the uptick on that one. Come on, Bandage Girl, let's do this thing. That's weird, the view count is not accurate. We have a party of 5 going on YouTube. Speaking of, thank you all for tuning in on this Isaac run and talking about my Donkey Kong video that I'm going to be making for Halloween. Because seriously, who doesn't agree with me that DK64 is indeed a horror game? The most underplayed horror game. Not underplayed, but like, you know what I mean. Downplayed horror game.
Era walk.
That's good timing for Airwalk. Missed the spot. Let's go get all those devil deals, shall we? Holy, we're 4 subscribers on YouTube away from 250. That's a milestone. It's a very exciting milestone indeed. I wonder if my new teeth have anything to do with it. Probably not.
This is the ultimate power.
Now we're at 2 guppy items. Oh, I can take all of them. I can take all of these. I have the health to spare.
All right, let's go.
Nah, I'm keeping Bandage Girl. I'm so close to getting Super Bandage Girl. There we go. Donation machine has now been fed for the run. Why would I want an amnesia pill right now?
Ready anytime. All right, let's go.
What? No devil deal? Why no devil deal? Devil deal. Would have been nice. Excuse me, I'm moving my mic around and getting comfy. I haven't done anything in Shield with this one yet. Anything deals damage to me, I heal. Whee! I'm going fast.
Range up.
Well, that room was boring.
Question.
This is probably one of the best Blue Baby runs I've seen ever. Might as well get all of those. So likely to proc a blue heart. And that's how I use those words. So that's the Forget Me Now unlocks. Why did no one tell me that this was all the good stuff to unlock in this character? There we go. Wait, you can have bone hearts? That's cool. Wait a minute, I have E. coli Midas touch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Airlock every room is awesome! Or a chance to airlock every room is awesome. Well, that's good. Well, now I have Spectral Jacob's Ladder Shielded Tears. Mouthful. A good mouthful to have. And the Midas Touch gold poops and everything in the gold poops. Let's get a GG in the chat, people. We just did a nice branch of Blue Baby. Still a lot more to do. We have to do Judas next. We haven't done Judas's boss rush, and we haven't done most of any of the interesting stuff for Judas. But hey, look, Eve's Mascara. That's a good one to start with. But it's not gonna last, because it's Judas we're talking about, and he dies at the breath of the air. Like, he dies at the first breath. Trying to say he dies when you breathe on him. And you're not going to give me anything because the way you work. Yep. Well, let's see what we can do with technology then. I'm playing Judas and you give me these enemies? Really? You give me technology, Judas, and these enemies? Start with the library. Let's see if we can get the bookworm. Bookworm! Actually, I'll hold on to that for just a smidge. There's my library access card. Well, now taking damage does that. Yeah, Belial is definitely more useful for us. Heart. Nope, no heart there. So, a lot of anime lately have been about live streaming, and it's hilarious. Demon Lord 2099 is a live streaming anime. And I love the premise of it, because the Demon Lord gets his power from being famous or respected or believed in or having faith or whatever in his existence. But being gone for as long as he has, he doesn't have that anymore. So what does he do? He becomes a famous streamer with a million subscribers, and now he's all of a sudden super powerful again because now 1 million people believe he's real. Not that he's a demon lord. I don't think they believe that part. But he has people who watch him and follow him and stuff. Wait, why didn't I Belial? Belial would have made this so much easier. But I did get to keep meat. And no bombs. Or keys. Okay. Okay, Foggy, let's go deeper. But yeah, I also watched Mayonaka Punch last season, and I learned a lot of stuff about video editing and a lot of stuff about live streaming that I, quite frankly, had not been doing. Namely, the randomly talking about random things randomly bit. It's milk. Okay, so that's karma. Huh. Again, why am I not propping Belial? Yeah, bot rigs, you're slacking. Another Andrazi pill.
Shot speed down. Speed up.
Lucky penny. Hell yeah. More penny luck. Ooh. Well then, shall we proceed onward? It's a good thing we did that, because now we can check the shop. Or better idea, we can just keep going fast. Fast. I didn't. I already got. That was another library. I'll take it. Let's me get these keys. And another dummy item I can't pick up. I can stop walking right into those. It's not fun to keep walking into those. This run is lame. And if I can't get into the boss rush in time, all I'm looking for is getting either the Ascent or boss rush right now. So let's get those 2 chests. Actually, let's get all the chests. We have just enough resources to do that. Mm-hmm. Doink. Doink. Doinky doink. And then I go doink a doink, da donk a do doink. And we are rewarded. Let's go see if the shop has anything interesting, shall we? Guaranteed boss rush. Okay, let's take that. Sure, we lose out on Book of Belial for a few floors, but Our skill and patience will be rewarded. A giant bomb with lipstick and eyeshadow on it. I wonder if things would have turned out differently if the bombs dropped on Japan looked like weird things instead of actual explosives. Would it have fostered further resentment? Apparently Bambino sucks. No, why not? We're already being stupid here. Let's be more stupid. You know, if by some miracle I end up with an actually good item in this set, on this floor, then, the run might still be in business. Find one heart before the beggar does.
Found it.
My irritation grows. What, the bed doesn't heal? Well then, at least it's not gonna be one of those stupid bosses like looked like Peep or something.
Let's get him!
I literally jinxed that one myself. Personally, I knew it would be Peep, so I jinxed it.
We did it!
Damageless Peep. Stranger things have happened. Okay, Faith and Run restored. Now if I can get soy milk, that'd be good too. Something that makes the tears either stronger or faster. Yeah, I'll take sinus infection. It's not like we're gonna make it to the next floor anyway. That looks like a catfish. Or carp. An anthropomorphic carp. Wait, Little Horn can stick. Much appreciation for the black heart, beggar. And that is creep. Yeah, no. Matrix.
Experimental pill.
Well, viewership died a little. We had 5 viewers while I was reading my scripts, then there. Look forward to the new video soon. Tomorrow we record footage for it. Thank you for watching.